So today we are going to discuss about how to create a request for quotation and how to control your bills. So for that you need to install the purchase module first. After installing the purchase module, you need to create the quotation in the purchase module. So before that, let's see what is a purchase order in Odoo. So a purchase order can be defined as the first commercial document that is issued by a buyer to the seller, which indicates the agreed price of the products or services. So let's move on to how to create a request for quotation. For that, click on the purchase module. When the purchase module page gets loaded, here you can see there are so many requests for the quotation. For creating a new quotation, you need to click on the create button here. So let's click on the create, and it will generate you to the request for quotation form. Here you can see the vendor. Here you need to enter the vendor name, so click on that, and I'm clicking on a vendor. It's Deco Addict. Here by clicking on the vendor, you can see the order date and the company name of yours. Here the order date should be defaultly by the current date, or else you can change the date whenever you want to make this quotation request. I'm moving the default date, and here you can see the products to adding the products. So for adding a product, click on an add a product. By simply click on add a product, you can see a many to one field, and by clicking here you can see a list of products. So I'm clicking on the product. So by default the quantity will be 1. You can change by simply clicking on, and you can enter how much quantity do you want. I'm just giving an 100 quantity, and you can see its unit price, and you can also mention the tax for that. After that you can just save that by simply clicking on the save button here. So our quotation has been saved. So next you want to send this quotation to your vendor. You can print this quotation, or you can send it by mail. To send it by mail, by simply clicking on the send by mail button, then a mail attachment or a mail forward will be generated to you. It's processing. Here you can see a mail demo has been given to you. Here this is the format you are sending to your vendor on regarding to your request for quotation, and by simply clicking on send, the request will be sent to the vendor via mail. And here below section or in the chatter box, you can see this is your mail that you have sent to your vendor. So once your vendor has replied with an offer, update the RFQ by clicking on edit. So you can simply by clicking on edit, you can edit the quotation, like you can change the tax or expected delivery or the type of payment, or you can change the quantity you required. Anyway, I'm going with the default itself. And after that, to proceed with the order, you need to click on the confirm order to send the order to the supplier. So by clicking on the confirm order, you can see our RFQ stat has been moved from send to purchase order, and you can see then on the right upper corner of the order will show the shipment to one shipment. Okay, so this is the way you can simply create a request for quotation. So let's see how to create or how to control your bills. For that, just go to the purchase module. Here in the purchase module, you can able to control your bill by the purchase configurations. Here Bill controls lets you choose if the supplier sends you the bill before or after you receive the goods. For this feature to work, you need to go to purchase configuration. Just click on the configuration and the settings. You can see our page is getting loaded. Here you can see the bill control is here. By default it will be chosen in the received quantities, so the payment will be based on the received quantities from your supplier. As you can change it into your ordered quantities, you are going to pay the bill in the ordered quantities, or else you can by default it will be in received quantities. This is the way how you can control your bill. And this is all about our topic of how to create a request for quotation and how to control your bills in the purchase module.